Live.
Now.
Hello. So
Hello.
here Chen Mahlev and Rakefet Beka Moses. Let's wait for some moment also to see if some people are going live. And
Yes,
please, if you see us, make some hearts and likes and say hi so we know you can see us.
yes. Hi, Chen. How are you today?
I'm okay. It's been a long day, and now glad to be here. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And I agree with you. It has been a long day. And I think the past few weeks have been long, especially, but we will talk about it in just a few minutes when we see that people are joining us. And please, if you see us, please just share and do some hearts. In here, Edna is writing to us that she's with us and she can see us.
Oh
So,
yes, Edna, sweet
yes.
Edna. Just technical thing. I know it's supposed to be on my Facebook page also, but I do not see it in my page. I don't know if
If there's someone from Chen's page, uh,
Maria Luisa, sweetheart, you say hello.
so it
So
means that yes.
okay. Now yes, it's on my page. I can see. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So thank you also Maria and Edna to say hi so we know you're with us and you see us and hopefully more people will join.
Yeah.
Um, okay, let's start.
Let's. So, Chen, maybe you can say a few words about yourself, and in the meantime, I will share also with the people in my
Yes.
WhatsApp, waiting for this link, and then we.
Of course. So yeah, also I see Maria says she arrived from my page, so we know for sure. Yeah, we can see it here. Thank you for letting us know. So, a few words about myself. My name is Chen. I was born in Israel, and right now I'm in Portugal for the almost 14 years already, dedicating my time to spiritual growth, evolution, and guiding groups of people. Also for that, and I see also Renato gave us a heart. Hello. Um, Thank you. And yes, dedicating the last years for a lot of inner work together with exploring with myself, guiding others. Everything is for dedicating to live a aware and joyful life. And Rakefet also. You wanna? Oh, I see also Noah Benadiva here. Great.
Yes,
Glad
there
to
are a lot of
see
people are
you.
joining us now. Yeah, it's really
This is
good.
great.
Yeah.
So, Rakefet, also, would you say some words about yourself?
Yes, yes. So if there's people here that don't know me, as I can see, my name is Rakefet Beka Moses. I'm a spiritual guide, and I'm teaching also how to channel, practical channeling. I've been channeling since I was 7 years old. So when my cousin passed away, and I just started seeing him like I see other people. I know that sounds weird, but that's the way I used to see him. And now I'm channeling mostly the angels, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael, but a lot of light entities are talking through me a lot. And if there are people here that are watching my weekly messages, so every Sunday I have weekly messages that I'm just transferring the message from light entities to us about the situations and the changes that are happening now in this world. And they give us a lot of information and a lot of practical things that we can do in order to pass this time in a positive way, and to know how to react to all the changes that are happening about around us now and in our lives. And this is actually the reason that we chose this topic to talk today, is committing to be in change. And I'm sure that all of the people that are with us have noticed the tremendous changes that have happened in our world the past year, but not only in our world, but also in our inner world, in each and every one of us, in what happened in our personal lives. And a lot of us feel very frustrated from changes. A lot of people don't like changes, by the way. They feel insecure. They feel that it's not safe. And a lot of times people prefer to stay in the unknown because they are so afraid of what will happen if they'll go to a place that they don't know. They prefer to stay in the places that they do know that are safe for them because they don't know what will happen if they will let go from the things that they are already living in, and even if it's not good. So today we'll talk about committing to be in change. Yes. So I want to ask first of all if there's anyone here that feel already that have made a tremendous change this year. You can just write it down to us, and we'll talk more about it. And we will relate to the things that you are saying and writing to us.
Yes, so feel free to write to us here. And also, I want to say thank you for this reunion we're doing here because, um, as Rakefet mentioned, it's time of big changes, and we all in a global um, terms are passing through it, and this is really the intention to bring light here and to share light and to raise the vibration together. So thank you also, Rakefet, to be able to be here and pass the messages of the angels to us through you.
Yeah. Yes, I feel this is why I'm here in the world. This is my job here. And actually, the things that we are going to talk today is things that I got through channeling, and the information is so important that I did also a live in Hebrew, but I would like to share the same information now in English because I know that it's a worldwide situation and a lot of people are dealing with it now. So the first thing that we need to know is that the past year that happened to all of us in the entire world is here to make global changes, but those changes are going to start by each and every one of us that is doing the changes right now. And as I say before, a lot of people are very afraid from those changes, but we need to remember that it's here because we don't want to go back. A lot of people are waiting for the virus to end and to go back to our old habits, but it's the wrong way to look at it because we need to pay attention to the changes that were asked. We were asked to do each and every one of us in our lives in order to go to the next level. The coronavirus is not going to disappear, and it's not here to just shake us and let us go back to what we've been before, but to do those changes and actually assimilate them in our lives. So the first thing that we need to look at is in our personal lives, what are the changes that we had to do during that time of lockdown, and what are the things that we understand that are good for us in our lives, and what are the things that we wanted to change, and did we change them? Okay, so that's the first thing that we really need to check before we're going to the next step. So I hope that you did those we did answer those questions because we had a lot of time to do that homework that they gave us. But now we are going to the next level already. That was the first level that we've been in and in this past year. But now we're going to the next level, and the next level is releasing, letting go from all the things that we don't really need and that are actually making us behave, those limiting beliefs that we have. And and this is a lot of things that a lot of time we don't even notice, but it's actually making us behave in a certain way because we are so used to think and to react in that way that we react. So the second the second level that we are in now is to see if we have released those things that are not good for us. Did we change our beliefs? Did we change our jobs maybe? Did we do any changes in our relationships with the people that are around us? Did we understand the changes that need to be done in our bodies, the way we treat ourselves, the way we feel with our body? And you will see that if there are things that you did not do those changes with, that you didn't do the changes the past year, now they're going to raise again. They're going to ask our attention again. And a lot of people are experiencing that they have even pain in their bodies. It can be a throat ache, or a headache, or in the stomach, and
Yes.
in the blood vessels. And we'll talk about why it's in the blood vessels and why it's in the throat and those places. And we experience it now because our bodies are asking us to release, to let go. So, are you ready? Did you let go already? Gabriela, I see your hearts. Does
Yeah,
it
I
mean
see Gabriela with heart, and also Maria Luisa is saying it's an upgrade of our system, which is true, and
exactly?
actually, it's great you are talking about it today because also I was sharing with you in the morning. I was experienced really. I woke up with stomach ache, and you told me something very interesting about it that I would like you to share about when we feel the pain and what does it mean? So
Yes. So now we're cleaning. Okay, we need to remember that we are now building a new world, and before we can build something, we really need to prepare the ground, and we need to clean, and we need to dig. So the cleaning, the first part of cleaning and just clearing everything to the side is what we did in the past year. Everyone stop, don't move. We need to clear the ground. But then there's the digging part, and we are still digging now. We still haven't started building. Okay, we are digging now, and we need to let to just to bring out everything that is not good to us, to dig really deeply and take it out before we put new base, and before we start the building, because otherwise the building will be very shaky, like like a Pisa tower. It will not it will lean, it will not be straight, it will not be safe. So we really want to build a new foundation on something that is strong, and we need to dig deeply. And that's what happened to us in the past, I think at least 2 months, with that we are now in this process. And actually it was really really strong on the 21st of March. It kind of reached to a peak there, and from then it started changing again. And that peak moment, I don't know if you remember how you felt on that day, but if you take, it's just exactly a month ago now that I see, because now it's the
yes,
20th of April. So a month ago, where were you? How were you feeling 2 weeks before that? Because then it was really, really strong, that digging and cleaning, and the letting go process that we had to do. And so many of us were really struggling doing it. And when we are struggling to do it, we need to remember that the angels and the light entities that are around us, they're helping us, and they are bringing the things that we need to release in our face. They're putting it here so that we will make sure they make sure that we see it and that we don't ignore it. And sometimes it feels painful, and sometimes we don't want to see it and we want to look to the other side, and they bring it there and they say, no, no, you need to look, because this is the thing that you need to take care of now. Don't ignore it, because otherwise we're building a really shaky um, structure, and that's not what we want to do. So when we are building the new world, we need to remember that now we are digging and we're taking everything out. And a lot of people are experiencing the pain in round vessels. Okay, so like I said, it can be things like there are tubes in our body. So it can be the throat, which is a tube, and also the blood vessels, and instant. No, I forgot the word.
intestine.
You know what I want to say, right?
Yeah, intestine,
Can. Um, intestine, something like that.
intestine.
So in the stomach. That's what I meant. So why are we experiencing that? Because those tubes are the way the light is going through those tubes, and it's clearing and cleaning us, and we need to let that light flow. And when there is no flow, it's also the chakras, it's the energies centers in our bodies. When there's no flow, those vessels have to be clean, and that's the reason that all the tubes in our bodies are experiencing, also can be the bladder experiencing pain, because if we're not letting go, there is no flow. Okay, something is stuck, something is not helping our body clean itself. And like the throat is, the air is going in and out, and it's our ability to express ourselves, it's the sound that we make, it's really expressing ourselves. And if there is no flow and we are not ready to clear what is actually in our way and not letting us express ourselves, so we will feel it stuck here. Okay, and also the bladder, if we're not letting our body clean itself completely, so we'll feel there might be even an infection there. So if you are not letting go, you might experience those pains. And the other way around, if you're experiencing those pains, ask yourself, what am I not letting go of? Okay, what is the thing that I need to really let go now? And it's probably really standing just in front of your eyes, but you really don't want to see it. So this is a good time to ask those questions. And if any of you experience those things, you can write them down and we will see what they mean. If you are not sure what is the reason that you are experiencing them. If any of you experienced that in the past few months, you can really write them down now, and to be good, and we'll reach that and we'll see what it means.
Yes, please share with us. I can share that I experienced it, and like for example, today the pain that I had in my stomach, I was feeling no noticing, yeah, with awareness that it has to do with my belief systems and also emotions I needed to let go that were accumulated. And um, also it's interesting, how should one know those things? This is also a question I want to put here, because now with awareness we can understand, okay, it's a cleansing that is happening, but normally if we would not know it, we would think, oh, something is wrong with us, or why does my body ache, and it can bring fear.
Yes.
So what also we can do about that, if at all? For the moments we are not with awareness that something is cleaning, because now you opened my eyes or our eyes to that. But
Knowing that that is not happening for no reason. That's happening because there is a reason, and that there is an inner job work that we need to do in ourselves. It's not just taking, just taking maybe a pill to make it go away, because it's the letting go that is important. I think one of the important things that we really need to understand, that those people that are agreeing to be in personal development and that do agree to be open to spirituality and to listen to those messages that are coming for us, because they are really for our higher benefit. So those people are actually have the ability to go through this process that we are going through now, in order to hold the process for the entire world, when a really really big changes will happen. Because all of the things in the world that are existing now, that we are so used to, are going to change. It's going to be the healthcare that need to be changed, and also the schools, everything really need to change. The financial form that we are used to, everything, the banks, the money that we're using, we already have the virtual money, and we're really going there. We can already see it, but it's a lot of things that in our mind is really difficult to understand how we're going to let go from all the structure that we already know, that we are so used to, and go to a really, really different world. And we are building it now. And there are a lot of people in the world that have these dreams and dream really big, and a lot of cultural things that people are starting to do together, as a community, and people that are starting to do a green cities, and a lot of things that are taking a big step forward now in this time. And a lot of people already dreamt them, but now they're taking this step. And in order to go to this step for the entire world to do this jump, because it is a jump, we need to let go from the old, and we need to release the hold, and it's really going to fall apart. But the word fall apart is kind of scary, so I'd rather not use that word, but it's really releasing. And the people that are agreeing to be in personal development, and that agree to learn more, and agree to get the assistance from the angels, and to listen to the messages, and to go this to the next level, are going to be the people that will hold when the entire world will change. So this change that have happened in the past year in our world is just a really, really small step. It's a really small step towards the world that we are going to, but it's the first one. It's the first one that says, stop. What you have done until now was good for now, but now you really need to change. And I'm thinking about the time that the money changed from taking gold, really taking gold and metal, and go to the town square and give someone like a gold metal, a gold coin, and changing it. And people never thought that we will have what we have now. Okay, like a credit card, or maybe sending even in through the phone, paying that. And the virtual money that we are going to is something that is already here, but a lot of people are really, really scared of. And the changes that we're talking about, our schools, and the way that we're going to live, okay, live in community, is things that people are dreaming about, and some of them already happened. By the way, the kibbutz is one way, and we weren't ready for them, but now we are getting ready. So if you are feeling that it's really heavy, those changes, that you're holding a lot of changes on your bodies, remember that you can do it. Remember that your body, you really know how to deal with it, because your soul chose to be here at that time and to help the world go through this change. And we don't have to feel the pain in our bodies, but we do need to remember that if we feel the pain, it means that it's our ability to change it as well. So it's our ability to release the pain. And when those people that can really help the change happen, when we experience the pain and we accept that our bodies are so strong that they can really release the pain. At the same time, what happened is that we release pain from a lot of other people around the world that they don't even know us. They don't even know that we are doing it for them. So,
I have shivers when you say that. It's like a higher agreement that we agreed when we came here, like you say, to support the change happen through us in a way.
yes, yes, it's not just that we support the change, we, we are making the change. We are supporting and we are making it at the same time. When you have the pain in your body, okay, and we all know that we experience pain in our bodies, and sometimes we tell ourselves the story. We're trying to find the reason why we're feeling the pain, right? So
Mm-hmm.
instead of feeling sad, and I start to think, what made me sad? Well, that happened, and maybe someone told me something, and I will find a story. If I would like to find it, I will find it. If not, I will make something up that will make sense. And I'll just put it on my sadness, on my pain, and I'll say, yeah, that's the reason that I'm so sad now. That's the reason that I'm in pain now. But it's really not that, because at that time that a lot of things are asking us to release, so we experience pain maybe that doesn't belong to us, and that really need to release them, because our bodies are able to contain and to release also, because it wouldn't be sent to us if we wouldn't be able to change it and to release it and to do that work with that pain. So when we experience it in our bodies and we say, okay, I understand this is not my pain, This is not my story. Okay, I'm just carrying it right now because I have the ability to release it for me and for other people around me. And then I do the work with releasing it when I'm not identifying with this story, with this pain. I'm not giving it a reason. I'm releasing it. I accept to hold it and to let it go. And then I'm doing the work. Then I'm doing the change. You see how important it is?
Yes, thank you for bringing clarity. And I want to read, I see Maria Luisa wrote here about her. She wrote, I feel it mainly in my head, and drinking water, meditation, and being in nature really helped me a lot.
And Maria, what you wrote is really, really important because there are a few things that happen when you drink water, when you meditate, and when you go to nature. And I'm really happy that you said that. First of all, when you're drinking water, you're really helping your body clean, to be clean from inside. And I don't know if you know, but in Judaism, we have blessings before we eat. Okay, you have thing that you eat, you have a certain blessing to say. And I'm not tight religious, so I'm not saying the blessings properly as supposed to in in the Bible, but I'm saying it in another way. And when I drink water, for instance, I bless the water to clean my body, and also when I'm taking a shower. So I'm blasting the shower to clean my aura and my body from outside and my skin, and maybe even helping me be more protected and less vulnerable. So when you're drinking water, you can really bless the water to clean your body from the inside and to let go from all the things that are stuck and maybe not flowing properly. So, this is one thing that is very important. The second thing is really meditation. When you put your intention in letting go, meditation is really do it. So, when I said before that we have the pain because we hold it and then we release it, meditation can really help release. Okay, when when you have the intention, when you're doing meditation and you're really saying, I now meditating in order to letting my body, helping my body to let go. And then I see myself like washing myself with a lot of lights, and I obviously asking the angels to help me out there. And I feel the just the shower of light going around my body, in my body, and just letting go. I'm not asking for questions. I'm not asking anything. I'm just asking to let go and to go into this meditation with the intention of releasing, really releasing. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is you said is nature. So I have something that's called the Angels News. It's in Hebrew and it's every Tuesday. And if you have people that speak Hebrew and they want to watch it, so you can send them the link. I'll write it down. So they've been talking to us the past, I think, few months. They have talking to us about the language of love. And one of the things that they told us is that the nature is reacting to us as well. And in the initiations that we do, they told us the last initiation for the beginning of the Jewish month, they told us go to the field and at the beginning of the month at the full moon, and then whisper to the flowers and whisper to the trees and tell them that you bless them and you bless them with growing, and you thank them for doing their part in the world. And it was really, I felt really blessed that they told us to do it. And it actually was a message from the mothers, from Sarah, Rivka, and Rachel, and they told us that they used to do it, the women used to do it at the beginning of the month, and they used to go to nature and really whisper to the flowers and to the trees and to the earth and thank them for the job that you're doing for our world. It means not taking them for granted. And when we are connected with nature, in with the ground, just even sitting on ground, it can really help us experience that releasing the love, Maria, as you say, nature speaks love, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Really help us experience that love inside of us. And even just going in spring, I don't know if now in Portugal you already have, um, do you see
Spring.
already? Yeah, it is. You have the flowers growing and they
Yeah,
all
it's
those
kind of
colors.
crazy the weather. It's like full power spring and then full power winter now. So it's a bit not stable yet, but yes, the flowers are all over and it's beautiful.
So do you have a lot of colors as well?
Yes.
So one of the things that we had a message from the Prophet Eliyahu, he said that now we are open to new abilities and we're going to experience new colors. And he asked us to go to nature and see new colors, and more than that, see more geometric shapes that we don't even know how to call them. And he said, don't try to say what they are. Don't try to say what color you see, because you never seen this color before. So if you will say what it is, you will catalyze it as something very specific. And I don't want you to say this is green. I want you to experience the emotion that this color actually makes you feel inside of you, because then you will be open to new experiences also in the emotional level. And this is the language of love that we are experiencing now, that we are learning now, is learning how to speak in a different language, is learning how to express new emotions, is learning how to express new sights that we see, new colors, new even new thoughts that we never thought before. So they really want us to experience new things. And Eliyahu, the prophet, told us, go to the field, look around you, and just experience the new colors. Don't try to give them a name. Just look at them. Just be surprised. Just be amazed of the colors. Don't try to say this is this color. And he also told us, do you know the Metatron cube, Metatron cube? You know,
Yes.
so if you know them as well, if you know that sign as well, so write it down. So he said that when we look at that cube, actually we had an initiation with Metatron, which was really exciting initiation. It was really good. And he said he gave us a homework. He told us for 40 days to look at that uh, cube, to put it 2 meter in front of us, to just put it on the wall, and to go back 2 meter and look at it for 40 days and see new geometric shapes coming to us. Okay, and then we started seeing all kind of different colors also. So in this cube, which we know that we have, there's a lot of secrets there and there's a lot of shapes there. And then you just started seeing new shapes. And I really invite you to do it, because it was an amazing uh, practice to see different shapes, and it started moving suddenly, because when you look at it for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes even, you suddenly see it move. Suddenly it comes to you and start moving in space, and you start seeing those colors and you start seeing new shapes. And and every time, every day for 40 days, you see something different. You see new things. And this is exactly the things that they are asking us to do now, to experience new things, new experiences, to see new colors, to see new shapes. And then we will know how to express ourselves in the new language that we are learning now.
Beautiful. And I also see Teresa Gonzalez joined, and it's I was sharing with you today about the language of light that also I'm doing for some while about the sacred knowledge of the colors and the sacred geometry, and it's beautiful. They bring it now, and you bring it now, and that new colors are coming, um, but those new colors are more kind of sensations can be, or really you would see them.
You can see them, yeah. And every time you see something different.
Hmm.
I really, really recommend to do that. To just do this practice. It's even try for a few times, and if you see that it's enough, it's enough. But it was really important because it really, I don't know, it was just amazing to see new things there. And when he told us to do it, we actually had the opportunity also to practice letting go. Because the first thing that happens is when you see a shape, you're starting to think, is this a triangle? What is this? Is this a square? You're starting to think, what do you see? And he said, no, 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 don't try to give it a name. Don't say what it is. Just look at it, just experience that. And he
Mhm.
also asked us to ask ourselves, what do I feel now when I see that? Do I feel excitement? Do I feel calm? To understand the shape by feelings, not by how many dots it have or how many lines there is, by a feeling. Okay, so I have this shape, and I can tell you that this shape is happiness for me. That's what it is. And the other one was excitement, and then you experience something completely different from catalyze and just say this is square and this is triangle and this is red and this is yellow. You say
To
this
see
is
what it makes me feel, this vibration, let's say,
exactly. So this
because
is the
it's all vibration.
it's all vibration, and then you experience new shapes. It's what's going to help us understand the things that will happen. So we say the topic is committing to being change. It means what can I feel different? What can I do different in order to experience changes today? Okay. They told us this morning some on Tuesday. Wait, I wrote it down somewhere. Um, they say to ask ourselves on Tuesday on the Angels News. They said, ask yourself every morning what will help me experience new things today. Okay, what will help me experience something new about myself, to learn something new about myself. What will help me see something different? And they were talking then about relationships. They said you are experiencing. They were talking about that when we talk to someone, we have in our mind already the thing that we know that he will react to us. Okay, we already decide for them what they're going to say to us, the answer that we'll have, right? We know people. I know my husband, I know my mom. I have expectations from them what they will react. And they said, no, make yourself surprised. And every time that you go to talk to someone, tell yourself inside yourself, he's going to surprise me now. Okay? I'm
Yes.
ready to be surprised.
Yeah,
I'm
I also,
you.
excuse me, what, say again?
I'm ready to experience something new.
Yeah, and I also can see that Maria wrote, your words make me feel expansion.
That's great.
So it totally, I echo with it. And also I have an insight, when you're saying that the guidance tell us, feel these new vibrations, don't define this shape or this color, allow this new, allow yourself to feel the new, because in the beginning we started by saying that the world is passing through changes, and
Yeah,
literally new shapes, new colors, it means new structures are being created now. So the guidance also tell us, don't come and define this is like that. This is what happens now. The guidance tell us to be open, to be available to the new, which means what does this make me feel, instead of coming with the forms already
because the
structured and
whole
the old patterns, right? Because those, we are talking about patterns after all.
yeah, exactly, exactly. You explained it very good. Because when we say we give it a name that we already know, we actually taking it back to the old world, and we're going to go. We want to go forward, so we don't need to talk the same names, okay, of the old world. We need to give it new names. And the new names is feeling, because we're going to the language of love. And the language of love is actually talking about what you experience inside of you. And in the language of love, one of the things that they talk about is when someone is telling you something, don't react to what he's telling you. Don't say immediately what you have on your mind. Stop and ask yourself what my soul think about it, what my soul feel about it, not what my mind, what not even not what my heart, not my body. Ask your soul, what do you think about what that man said? So there is a space there, between those words, between telling us something and reacting to that, hearing something and reacting. That is actually a space that we are connecting to our soul. I want to ask my soul, what do you feel about what that person said? And they say that this space is very important because we are reacting from the emotions that we have in our physical bodies, but we are now going to a higher level. And when we are going to a higher level, we want to connect to people from our souls. And we don't want just to connect in bodies, and we don't even want to connect in mind. We want to connect soul to soul. We want to connect by energy, by vibration, and knowing that my vibration now change someone else in the other side of the world vibration, not people that are with us now. I'm talking about people that don't even know who I am, but there is an effect on my vibration now because I'm happy and I'm glad to be here and I'm excited to talk about these things and affect someone else in another time, another place in the world, and it really make us connect by our souls and vibrations and not by our minds because we don't know each other. And this is the new world, the structure that we're building now is connecting through our souls and through love. And if you if you see if you see the way that the world is connected, you know what? I have it. Wait, I will show it to you. Okay, you see those dots
Hmm.
here in our background and all the lines. So even if we are not together right now, we are connected and we change our vibration, it affects another person's vibration. And all the time that it affects our vibration, we need to remember that we are doing a global work all the time. One of the things that is really important for me to say is that they said that they actually gave us a tool to clean ourselves and to raise the vibration of the world when we feel that we can do it, when we feel that we are in a high level of energy and we want to experience raising the vibration of the entire world. They told us to imagine a spiral and to remember that the spiral is it's actually round, so it's kind of going back to the same dot, right? If I started here, I'm doing the whole round and I'm coming back here, but I'm coming back here in a higher level, right? I'm doing here and up, I'm going up and I'm going up and I'm going up. So they say just close your eyes and imagine a gold spiral and see that point that you're starting and see yourself going around the world, circle the world, and really putting the spiral around the world and going higher level. And see again the same point that you start, but in a higher level, like you're looking at the world at the point that you start from a higher level now, and then go again. Another round and go to a higher level and then stop. Look at the world, see how you're raising its energy. So they said that when we are doing the circle around the world, we need to feel that we are collecting, collecting all the things that need to be released, and then we're letting go. And then we're going to a higher level and collecting again and letting go. So when we have that ability inside of us to do that, raising the energy for the world, this is a really good way to do it, a really good practice. And when we are in a high level energy, we are just raising the energy for the entire world, just clearing, helping the world release things.
Beautiful.
Yes, I really liked it. When they show it to me, I felt like, wow, it's so simple, and it's really simple. It really is simple. It's to be ready to 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 make things simple. We're so used to make things complicated, but then they show
Yes.
something like that, and
Totally.
Oh, really? That's all it needed to do? Okay, yeah, I can do that.
So it's a beautiful tool that surely we can support rising the vibration of the planet with, and it is amazing. Also, I can say that Maria wrote here, and also there is something I wanted to bring here. I don't know if it's the time, um, about the differences I know that are happening around the planet now. For example, in Israel, I know where you are right now. It's a totally different situation than all over the world, with
Yeah.
the vaccines and the other things that are happening around. And in Europe, it's still a lot of Europe are in confinement, and other places in the globe also have different situations. But also, from what you are experiencing now in Israel, um, I don't know if there is any message or light that you can share with us.
Um, First of all, things are different, but they're not different because what you see from in the news is it's it's what people want us to see. It's not what happens inside of our hearts. I think that the thing is that is really connecting all of us that we want to feel good and we want to feel secure again. And this is something that the coronavirus took from us, and also the vaccine took from a lot of us, because a lot of people are feeling now that there is a vaccine here in Israel. There is a lot of different thoughts about it, and a lot of people really disagree about taking it, about giving it to kids. Is it safe, is it not safe? And there is a lot of difference between what you see in the news, that they're talking about Israel is out and everything is good, and it's not like that. There is a lot of things here, that a lot of people are very disappointed, and a lot of people are scared because they think that maybe we finished the lockdown too fast, and other people think that the vaccine is dangerous, and they want now to the children will take it as well, and to if they will not be able to go to school. So there's a lot of things there that in in the news they're not talking about. But I can tell you that sometimes we really need a strong alarm clock in order to wake up, right? Sometimes we really don't want to wake up. I wake up and we need something strong. And it's a really annoying alarm clock, what is happening now, but it's waking a lot of people. And a lot of people are starting to stand for their minds and say what they think, and starting to change and starting to think about new ideas, even for schools, okay, about other ways to do that. And I said before that the system need to change, right? So if the system need to change, we need to start doing something in order to change it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what happens now. That's exactly what happens now. So the education system and is going to change because people are not going to put up with that. They're not going to agree to experience that other people will decide for their kids, and the things with the economy is changing as well. The financial or is changing because Israel had a lot of loss in the economy, and a lot of people closes their business and lost a lot of money, and not just in Israel, but it's waking us. It's waking us, and when it's waking us, we will say we have to change and we have to do it now, and we cannot wait for someone else to do it for us. There is a saying that we are the people that we are asking to, that we are waiting to. So here we are doing that change that need to be changed now. And there is actually a sentence that I really want to say, that they told us, the angels told us to say every day, just to remind ourselves that I release what is not good for me, and I commit to the change and agreeing to be in that change and agreeing to be the change, that the change is me. Okay. I'm not waiting for someone else to change. I'm changing now. I agree to be the change. And that's what happens now. That's what happens now here. A lot of people are saying, well, he's not going to do it. The prime minister is not going to do it, so I'm going to do it. I will. And that's the I think the most powerful thing that happens to us at this time, at this year, that people are waking up and saying that.
It's times of revolutions, and I was thinking, yeah, now it's us experiencing it. You know, in the history, we know about stories of revolution, but I think now we experience it on our flesh and blood in the way we need to experience it. But I want to also say thank you to you, because one of the things that I admire in you, it's that when I hear you talking, is that you come with so much light, because it feels a lot of times so heavy, everything that is going on. And really, there is a way that you bring that shows it just in a different light. So also thank you for it, for that. and
I
and
thank you.
and it's part of your service, of course, also. And
Yeah,
it's very important. This is why it's also important for me to do this live with you, and to bring other perspective to what we are experiencing globally right now. And um, having this wish that it's touching as much people possible that are listening to it. And I see also Maria say amen, toda, and someone wrote amazing from your page.
yeah. I really believe that we are in an amazing time, even though it sometimes feel
Uh,
scary.
hmm.
But we are in an amazing time, and we are lucky to be here. And it's more than revolution, it's an evolution. And evolution is the difference is that we are not going back. There is no going back. We've reached a point that we need to change. We need to go, just go straight and not going back. And I'm excited. I'm excited um to see all the new things. And I can tell you that I already had visions of that time, about our world, how it will be in a couple of years, and even in about 20 years, and we will be here, okay, to see it. And it's really different. And when we will say to our kids and to their kids, to our grandsons, you remember that there it was that, and it was used to be like that, and they will look at us and say, what? And they will think that we are like those people that used to go on carriage. Okay, they will think that we are so different from the world that they will experience, that they will not believe that this world even happened. And that's exciting. We are going
Can you
to
share with us a glimpse of what, for example, in your visions you saw? I don't know if it's appropriate, but if you feel so, I'm just curious.
um, first of all, the green cities, I think, is one of the most important things that we've seen, that they've shown me, using the sun, using, we're actually going to use nature in order to help us. We're not going to destroy nature. We're going to embrace nature. You know, you remember the wind, how does it called? Um, Wait, I will tell you. The windmill, remember that? They used to use to grain, I think, corn and wheat. So we're going to use things like that in order to supply our electricity, and it's already exists in this world. Okay, the green cars, all those things, it exists, using gas instead of instead of oil. It's things that already exist, and it's something that we're going to take to a new level. Okay, something that we're going to learn how to do that properly, not destroying our earth, not destroying our nature, but using it by enjoying it. And this is going to take our world to a new level. This is the first thing. And the second thing is all the educational system and all the things with the money is going to change, because we're going to exchange things. Okay, we're going to exchange, give and take. You need something, okay, I have, like in the kibbutz, exactly like that. I know how to be a kindergarten, and you know how to be a garden, so you will do that and I will take care of your kids while you're doing my garden. Okay, so it's just community, working as a community, and not thinking what can I gain from it, not to think about myself, and not to think about holding all the cards, all the money to myself, and to invest only for me. Thinking globally is investing for one another, because if I will invest in the best school and bring that school to this community, all the community will be better, all the community will raise, all the kids will be people that will think further ahead about the future, and will bring a better future for the world. So the thinking will be really different. We will not think what will I gain from it. We will think how can I bring more happiness, information, what can I contribute to the world, and not what the world will give me, what will I get out of it. And it's a completely different way of thinking, and this is the main thing that will change. And that thinking, when it will happen, a lot of people will start thinking like that, will make us do great things. And we will not need a prime minister, we will not need a governor, we will not need those things. We will have us to decide things. The community will decide things. The community will talk. And it's something that already happened in the world in a few times, and in different places in the world, in small communities, things like that already happened. But then the entire world don't understand them. They call them a cult and things like that. And like the kibbutz, when it happened, so why they stopped? Because they were the only people doing it, and they felt like they were losing, because they didn't have a lot of money while the rest of the world gained money. And they felt that they are in a minority, and they felt that they are losing, that it's not something that was the world was ready to. It's something need to happen in a global way, and not just in small groups. So every small group that will start doing it, when they will combine together, they will be able to change the way that the world looks like. But the most important things that will change, these are the two most important: the community, okay, the way that we work for one another, and not just what I have to gain from it. And the second thing is the earth. We're going to use nature for our best benefit, but we will not harm nature. We will know the advantage, and we will be connected to nature. So not just be getting supplied by the sun, but also getting other things of the energy of the moon. We will know how to work with them, like the Indians knew how to do that. Okay, like with that, we know that we need to put a different flower in different times of the year. Like in the winter, you put this, and in the summer you put that. So we will know more about all the opportunities and all the surprises that nature have for us. But it will be for our best benefit, because we will take care of the nature at the same time.
Sounds exciting, and I wish to
You will be there,
experience
because
that.
it's the best
and
spirit.
I have shivers in my body when you say that.
Yeah, if you
So
want, you can just fast forward to it. And
yeah, but it sounds like if our ancestors knew it already, what happened to us in the midway.
we
And
had to experience different lessons of the world, because the lessons that our world has been in is lessons of proving ourselves. And now we are in lessons of unity. And we haven't been that lesson until now. So we are now in the lesson of being united and working one for another. And this is the lesson that we are starting now. So before we were in another different, completely different kind of lesson of proving ourselves, knowing our rights. Um, it's something that we had to go through. If you think about it, before, when there were racism, and there were the Holocaust, and there were the slavery, how could we build this kind of world of equal, of unity, if there is slavery? But now we are past that. At least most of the world is past that. So we can change it now. We can get to it now.
I can see. Thank you for that. I can see also that we have Marie Juan joined us and say hello, and yeah, I feel that we were passing through this density here, which is not by chance. You spoke about the geometry, yeah, because we're in the world of the density, and the main message that comes to me is. Again, coming back to the message that was before about experience, let yourself experience, because there is a lot of judgment about everything that is going on right now, a lot. And but if we put aside, yeah, those judgments and just ask ourselves, what do I feel, how does it make me feel, um, the also the exciting part of the change, yes, not only the judgments, but
Exactly.
maybe more also, yeah, focusing on the change, which is being committed to the change. And I see also there are, Noah wrote, it's the spiral, we finish the circle, they start in a higher level.
Exactly. Exactly. We are in a higher level, so we can do it now. Exactly.
Beautiful. Thank you, Noah, for this insight. And Anna wrote, wonderful woman. Thank you. Same,
It,
same.
it is exciting times now, and we are
This is
experiencing.
what I love hearing you saying, that these are exciting times.
It
This
is.
is, it's important to
Really.
hear that.
Yeah. And I feel more than that. I feel that we are so protected. We are so being, um, um, all the time. They're showing us what we need to do. They're showing us the path. They're telling us we are with you. It's kind of feel like a little boy that holding his mom's hand, and the other one is dad's, and they're taking us to a walk and showing us all the wonderful things that we're going to learn about the world. And we're looking at it from a small child eyes and say, wow, this world is so big. I don't know how will I ever understand that. And they're telling us, don't worry, we are here showing it to you. We'll be here to help you understand it. That's how I feel, like a field trip with my parents in this amazing world now, learning new things.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. So be it.
Thank you. Thank you, Chen, and thank you everything, everybody that have been here, and thank you the angels that given us those important
Yes.
information messages. Yes.
Yes.
Wow,
Thank
I can't believe that we are already an hour. I really felt like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I feel we had a really magnificent journey here, and it feels also like, wow, already an hour. So um, we had here a lot of light to share. And also, I want to thank you, Rakefet, for your availability and your service. And of course, thank you, the angels, for the messages that are they're bringing to us. And yeah, my wish is really to it's hard to express in words. There are so many things I'm feeling about it, but yeah, to bring back the confidence to everyone in this new world that is being created, and these new vibrations that are coming, because Yeah, instead of fearing of them, to be curious about them and open
Exactly.
to them. And um, I also want to thank everyone that been here and commented and say hi and shared and do the like and the heart, because it helps to more people to expose to this live, and the energy you brought and the things you shared. So really thank you everyone to make part of this live.
And you can share this live, and if you feel that more people can be beneficial for them, so feel free to share the live. And I will also say that I have four free videos about channeling and also meditations that I channeled for opening the gates of heaven and understanding more in a better way the way that we experience the world. So I will put just a link, and if you would like to join those messages and to join those meditations, feel free to just register, and we'll get them to your email.
Yes,
Yes.
and so it is.
So it is. Thank you, Fen, and thank you, everybody, and have an amazing night or day wherever you are. And feel free to share the lives.
Yes, and take the inspiration of this image we have here. It's how we really touch each other and influence each other.
Mm-hmm.
This geometry and lights. And we have thank you both. Maria is saying thank you all to be the lighthouse of this world. Totally. We are a
Yes,
lighthouse together.
yes, yes. Here.
And Marijuan say thank you.
Thank you. Good
Mm.
night.
Many kisses and gratitude. Good night.
Good night.